This video will discuss how a formula can be used in solving these application problems. Okay, I'll let you read that number one problem. Right, this discusses the area of trapezoid. It was asking you to find the area of a trapezoid. All right, and you have the formula right there. So let's go. So we are given that bases are 4 centimeter and 9 centimeters. So B1, B2 in the formula are the two bases. So called B1 equal to 4 centimeter, B2 is equal to 9 centimeter, and the height H is 21 centimeters. All right, and we're just simply going to replace those values. So A is equal to half of 4 plus 9 times 21. So basically what this is. So let's just do the computation using the order of operation. 4 plus 9, 13 times 21. And half of 13 is 6.5 times 21. And here you are. You can use a calculator if you wish. So 6.5 times 21 should be 136.5. And be careful when you are dealing with geometric problems, you always put units. Here all the length are given as centimeters, so area should be centimeters square. All right, so that should be the answer for this problem. Okay, number 2. Okay, go ahead and read that problem. Okay, this is slightly different in that you are given what the circumference is, and you're asked to find r, the radius. Okay, and you are pi. Actually, the pi is an irrational number that goes on forever. The decimal goes on forever. Okay, but we are just going to approximate it using 3.14. So the formula given is C is equal to 2 pi r, and C is given as 7.78 inches. So 7.78 inches equal to 2 pi r. And to solve for r, we need to divide this by 2 pi. Okay, now don't be confused with a pi. Pi looks like a variable, but it's not. It's a constant number. Okay, so we see the expression r is simply 7.78 divided by 2 pi. Now be careful when you're entering this in a calculator. In a calculator, you can go ahead and do this process. 7.78 divided by, if you divide by 2 and then times pi, that's wrong. Okay, the pi is in the denominator of this last line. So instead of multiplying, you do have to divide by 2 and divide by pi. Okay, so let's punch that in the calculator. 7.78 divided by 2, and I'm getting that to be 3.89. And instead of the exact value of pi, we are going to use just 3.14, and I'll put this as approximately equal to. So if you divide that by 3.14, we get pretty long decimal like 1.23885, and it goes on. All right, but we will usually, since the pi is given only up to the 100th place, we will try to truncate this to the 100th place. So this is rounded off to about 1.24, since the next digit 8 is greater than 5. And everything is the C was given in inches, so this also is inches. All right, so that's our answer. R is approximately 1.24 inches. Okay. All right, next problem. Problem number 3. Find the volume of a sphere. Okay, sphere. Sphere is a 3-dimensional circle. Okay, and here I'm purposely not giving you the formula for the volume of a sphere. You can find that out on your own. Well, pretty soon I'll write it down, of course. So I'll give you a moment to find that out. You can Google it or look it up in your textbook. There are many places where you can find the volume of a sphere. Okay. Hopefully you found by now. Okay. All right, the volume of a sphere is equal to 4/3. There's a fraction 4/3 pi, and then r, radius r is there, but that r is cubed. Okay, and you are given that radius r is 5 feet. So try to visualize this. This is really big sphere. Imagine sphere, radius is 5 feet, so diameter from one end to the other is 10 feet. Okay, so it's a pretty giant sphere. All right, trying to think of what could that be. Some giant like model of Earth on some museum. Okay, anyway, so let's go. And so all we need to do is the volume is equal to 4/3, and again you are asked to approximate this value because the pi we're going to approximate this as 3.14, and 5 is cubed. All right. Okay, and according to the order of operation, we have to cube the 5 first. So 4/3 times 3.14, and 5 cubed is 125. Okay, so punch that in the calculator, and be careful, do not turn the 4/3 into a decimal, because then you'll get a terminating decimal. Instead, in a calculator, what I suggest you do is this. We're doing 4 times 3.14 times 125, and then divide by 3. That will be the probably cleanest way to go about it. So let's say 4 times 3.14, and I'll just show you step by step. I'm getting 12.56 times 125 divided by 3 times 125. I should get a pretty big number. 1,570 divided by 3, and if I do that, I get a 523.333 repeating. And let's round this up to 2 decimal places. So this is approximately 523.33. Well, what's the unit? The radius is given to you as feet, so that should be feet cubed, or we refer to this as a cubic feet. All right. So 523.33 cubic feet. Let's just try to visualize how much that is. Again, this is a pretty big sphere. 1 cubic foot should be 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. That we can visualize. Sometimes we have something like that at our house. 1 cubic foot. This sphere can fit in more than 523 of that cubic foot. All right, so it's pretty big size as we expected. Okay, next problem. All right, okay, go ahead and read that on your own. All right, this one is slightly different. Okay, we have a perimeter. Here I'm going to draw a picture. So we have a perimeter, and I'm going to call this the width W. It doesn't matter which one. Some people call the horizontal width, doesn't matter. And the length is 2 meters longer than, so you have to translate this, 3 times the width. So the horizontal portion of this rectangle is going to be 2 more than 3 times the width. Okay. And the perimeter, P, is given to us as 28 meters. Okay, now there is a formula for perimeter. P of a rectangle is 2W plus 2L. Twice the width and twice the length. And hope you can see why. Because the rectangle there are two width, and there's another length, 2 plus 3w. Okay. All right, so that's value of that parameter is given to us 28. So let's rewrite this in equation form. So plug it in 2w plus 2l, what we're going to do, so again, that's the p. P is 2w, and the length here is 2 plus 3w. Okay, and all of that is supposed to equal to 28. Okay, we've seen this kind of equation before. We need to distribute 2 to remove the parentheses. 2w plus 4 plus 6w. All right, so that gives us 8w plus 4. 8w because we have 2w plus 6w. All right, so let's go ahead and subtract 4. So what I have is 8w is equal to 24. Dividing by 8, w is equal to 3 meters. Okay, what is the question asking? It's asking us to find the area. It's not asking us to find the width, but I hope you remember the formula for area of a rectangle is width times the length. It's one of the simplest geometric formula there is. I got the w. If I know the length, then I can find the area. Can I find the length? Yes, I can, because going back here, length is equal to 2 plus 3w. We just found that w is 3 meters. So the length is 2 plus 3 times 3 meters. Again, this 3 is where this 3 came from. So L is 2 plus 9 or 11 meters. Okay, so let's finally answer this question. Area is width, which is 3 meters, and the length is 11 meters, so area is 33 meters square. All right, so that is the end of that problem, and that is the end of this video.